Insert the little theme song here, a little short tidbit, yada yada yada, and hey everybody, welcome back. It's been 4 years since the last time we did this type of podcast. Does anybody remember the title?
Podcast and chill. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Hang on.
No, not naked enough for that.
All right.
Ooh, dog, we ain't in, know what I'm saying? No one's got their dicks out right now.
Oh well, I mean maybe you gentlemen don't, but I'm adjusting trajectory. So
Speak for yourself. I
Okay.
like my
Okay,
cat
so
self. I podcast in the nude. No, I don't.
that's the way he gets into character. He's got to be nude.
When I stream, I get naked.
Wait, why's the FBI outside?
Shit, they found. 2 minutes later, I am now legally required to tell you all that I am a hentai artist. I apologize for being scum of society.
God, you had a future. Look what you did with it.
Ruined all my future prospects. Joking aside, it's anime hour. Last time we did this, ReZero was brand new.
Wow.
Dog, dead
Wow.
ass. I'm only just now remembering that fact.
Wow. I feel very fucking.
So just like ReZero, it took us like 4 years to get to back to this point. You see, it's all topical. It's all relevant here.
Well, as relevant as can be.
Matter of fact, then we end up fucking cracking a joke that the next time we end up doing one of these, it'd take about 4 years. It'd take about 2 years or some shit.
Specifically, we did a podcast, and I said we're going to be back in like 2 years. 2 years later, we actually did do the next podcast. I think it was episode 16 to 17.
Yikes! That was bad. I don't know. You know what? There's no getting around the fact that we are like, not only are we inconsistent, but life is life is nuts. You don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Life is indeed nuts, kids. So stay in school, do drugs, enjoy yourself.
Nice.
But speaking of drugs, wait, no, there's no drugs in this anime. Shit. Speaking of school and high school antics, Anime Hour has brought us together to talk about Love Tyrant.
Yes, a glorious train wreck of an anime.
Trainwreck is right, but let's give a quick synopsis and then we'll just go into more details.
Wait, hang on. You forgot the important details. We didn't introduce ourselves.
You're right. Mysterious individual to my left. Who are you?
Well, formerly known as Tinfoil Till You Fall, or Fall, now known as, and truly.
Alright, Prince, calm the fuck down.
Alright, Dr. Greeley, here at your service.
Whoa, we can't say that on air, you fucking racist.
Hold on a second. It's cool, because I'm a Greeley, so I can say it.
Whoa!
It's like, no. It only becomes, it only becomes racist if you say the blank word. I ain't gonna say that shit out loud because it's just fucking offensive.
Right. But yes, this is Tinfoil 60, Till You Fall 60 guy. You're going through as many names as fucking Matt did before he finally decided on that guy from Chai.
What can I say except
to be fair, depending on how shit goes, I might end up having to go through one more so Simeon Tough thing becomes regular use.
Don't spoil our plans. We need to keep the audience in anticipation. But, my primal simian friend, who are you?
Currently, right now, you may refer to Shy. Ooh, I know. Yeah, I know. I put that shit in my name. At me, fam.
Damn straight. That is that guy from Chai. The man, the myth, the legend.
Wait,
my name is that guy from Chai, and I'm here to fuck your bitch. Long dick style.
Hang on a second. Why is he the man, the myth, the legend? What the hell am I? A racial slur?
The man, the myth, the racist.
There we go. I'm proud of you.
And I'm the only actual worker on this group. Says C3 Legacy. Piss off.
Oh shit.
I mean, considering he's the only one that actually does anything. Considering the fact that he's the one that does most of the fucking edits in the goddamn group.
So if anyone watching has any complaints, you can meet us at 1-800-EAT-A-DICK@gmail.com.
Hang on, I don't have an email. Do you got a phone number I can call?
You see, call our help hotline. Those guys who stare at screens. Eat a dick 1-800.
Well, And I
It's a
said
very
killer.
long number, but you'll get used to it.
555, eat my ass.
Okay, I think I get the gist of it now.
And we're, as I was saying earlier, we are here to bring you the glorious train wreck that is Love Tyrant. A quick summary. One day, Guri, a mysterious girl holding a mysterious notebook, appears in front of ordinary high school student Seiji Aino. Guri tells Seiji that his name has been written in the book, and without a kiss, she will die. He will be doomed to be a virgin for the rest of his life.
Oh, you mean kind of like Death Note?
Shut up! I'll get the spray bottle.
You know what? And not even to go off on a tangent on this one. I am specifically I'm going to say this specifically because I had gotten curious to know what the fuck this was. Dog, and I feel like it can't just be me at the simple fact that I feel like that shit sounds exactly like Galgun.
Well, Seiji isn't going around shooting every girl in his school, thankfully.
Oh,
Fair enough.
As continuing back, this odd cosmic event turns Seiji's life on his head, pulling him into a world of magic, and craziness he never knew existed, and dragging his longtime crush, and her little sister, and his little sister, and a large portion of its high school population into the mess along with them.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The saddest part is that's the most interesting part of this anime.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of peaks at episode 1 and then kind of meanders through the rest.
it stalls a
It
bit.
really does.
I mean, I feel like they try to make it
a bit.
interesting, but fail.
The only time, the only time that show actually fucking gets interesting is when we introduce the Meat Moot crazy bitch.
Matt's favorite character.
Like, fuck it is. Like, no, that chick right there, that is a restraining order. I want y'all to, okay, look, here's the thing, right? I want y'all to know, I was so bored watching this damn anime that I legitimately had to get drunk halfway through it.
Wow, that's bad. I mean, I tried to get to it, and I kind of did, but then the end hit, and it's like, all right. Well, what happened? What happened?
Here's the big thing. My issues with it was that it meanders and then kind of really rushes towards plot points at both at the same time.
Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that. It rushed a lot of that.
Yeah,
because it was I just quite literally I just finished rewatching the entire series just before we started. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, okay, so this fucking thing with Guri, why the fuck didn't y'all just introduce that midway through the damn series and then just play off of that the rest of the way through? But no, Pikachu was everything.
it's the same thing with it's sort of the same in the also opposite with with Akane's family. That whole shtick was like, oh, it's these family killers. They tease you with it, and then when we actually get to it, it's like one episode and we're done. We're done with this conversation. Move on.
Exactly. It's y'all everything else around the main shit is the most interesting part about this show. Not the main plot. And that's kind of a problem. Cause I'm gonna be honest, it was like what was that whole thing with the one girl and the teacher? I legitimately would have loved to have seen the anime specifically played out directly about that. Oh, hello, Onegai Sensei.
See, now that you mentioned the whole student teacher, I found that kind of weird.
Oh, I was mad uncomfortable with that whole episode.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you, fucking Persona 5 Kawakami main. So I'm just like, yeah, no, fucking, this is some shit that's actually possible. I wouldn't say that it's very appropriate, but it's possible.
Yeah. As one of the tropes on the teachers is the jailbait wait.
Jailbait wait.
Legally, there is nothing wrong with waiting so you can fuck your adult students once they become of age. Morally, however, there's some issues there.
It's more like a Discord moderator right there.
Ooh. See, I was gonna make a Smash Brothers joke, but I definitely can't do that. Oh, but let's get into this then. I feel like it's kind of indicative that we spent so much time talking about things other than the anime.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess this is the great thing about us that we get sidetracked. But the worst thing about us, we get sidetracked.
Accurate. But it's also the problem with the show is that it doesn't.
It kind of
do
doesn't go
anything.
anywhere for the long. It does like next to nothing for the longest time, and then just out of nowhere, oh hey, apparently like oh hey, Connie and her little sister's family had beef. One episode, boom. Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. We got to talk about that. And act like you ain't just doing what the fuck you just did.
Like, are we gonna come back to this later? We have 3 episodes. We gotta focus on Guri. Oh. So is Guri gonna set up for something else? Now we're done with Guri. What the fuck?
It's like, oh hey, oh yeah. By the way, it's like, oh by the way, the last 2 episodes specifically on Grudy. Wait, what? Fucking, I needed I ain't gonna lie, I needed a neck brace with how much whiplash I was getting off that damn story.
Okay, are we gonna focus on Guri in this episode? Sort of, yeah. Except half of it's gonna be on Aqua and her fucking that rapist penguin that wants to fuck her. Where the fuck did this come from?
Actually, where did that come from? I felt like that was.
They never explained that.
They never did.
It's so fucking weird because they give you 2 different explanations for it. Like, oh, it's a demon. Okay, how do you people know that? But then you get to the angels, like, oh, it's just a weird ass penguin that wants to fuck a human. Wait a minute, is it one or the other?
No. Here, the weird part about it is that he was having a hard time adjusting that. Barry was Seiji was having a hard time adjusting.
Hold up, you keep cutting out.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hang on, let me fix it.
Technical
I want y'all to know right now that I'm still in the middle of drinking.
I'm drunk.
I'm an alcoholic, not a dog.
All right. Hey, question. You guys have a lot of background audio?
No, thankfully.
Okay. All right. So, as I was saying, I felt like it took a lot more for Seiji to adjust Barry being an angel than what it did for them to explain that the penguin was a demon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's normal. That's normal. Like,
oh yeah, and let's not forget that shit started when they were kids.
Yeah, it's just this rapist penguin ever since they were kids. Wait a minute. You're just gonna brush this off?
I'm like, bro, it looked like this fucking penguin was trying to get in his pants from age 5. What the fuck? We are not getting ready to speed past this shit like it isn't what it is.
He gets by because the laws don't apply to penguins.
It's fucking. There was a law that some shit like that in Monster Girl Musume.
What's that?
Oh, I guess it's a reverse, but like in Monster Girl Musume, like anything they did would punish the monster girls to like the highest level of legality.
At least they had laws there.
Yeah.
It was like no, but the whole thing, the whole situation is that it backfire. It goes both ways. It's essentially, if you try to assault one of the monster girls, you're getting arrested. If one of the monster girls try to assault you, you're getting arrested.
Wait. If they try to assault me, I'm getting arrested. But if I assault them, I'm getting arrested. What?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Bullshit
Monster Girl
rules
Musume was weird.
I don't see a problem here if you guys don't.
Yeah, absolutely not. But Stardust is such a what the fuck moment that I really don't think the anime needed him at all.
It really it legitimately.
I think they did it more as an excuse to build up Aqua's character rather than having.
Here's my thing with that is that I like Aqua's relationship with Seiji. When it's not, oh, you really want to fuck your brother, but instead it's more like this brother dynamic of siblings. Where like, yeah, they tend to drift apart.
It's like, yeah, like those stories were. I had no problem with them, right?
Yeah.
Those were pretty nice. Those were actually kind of sweet. Those were warm. Those were tender. And then they start playing. into this whole idea. She wants to pipe, she wants to pipe from her brother. And I'm just that. Like, first off, of course, that's weird in and of itself. But of course, you got to remember it's fucking anime and incest is wincest for whatever fucking reason.
Alabama, but it's not Alabama.
Alabama, but it's Japan.
Oh yeah, there we go. Alabama, but it's Japan.
Like,
Sibling relationships written by people that have never actually that did not have siblings. But like,
I mean, it really shows here.
shows and it doesn't, because like I said earlier, Aqua has moments where like, no, this is like just a genuine sibling relationship. It's like, yeah, we were really close and we drifted apart, and I miss that. And like I like that. Then it's just then Guri, because you want some pipe.
And it's like, you're not wrong, but why do you have to bring that up?
That's the worst part. It's like, no, she's absolutely not right. She's absolutely not wrong. It's like, Aqua, I liked you. Don't do this.
It's like, bro, don't turn into one of them. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You're one of the few people that are operating on logic in this situation. Don't fuck it up.
Like
immediately, Rape Penguin shows up, fucks it up. Which is why suddenly, as much as I fucking hate that goddamn character's design, I'm like, all right, you know what, cool. She's trying to get smoothed on by the Seraphim. All right, whatever.
Oh yeah, her relationship with Coralie is, I like it. It's just like, it's the opposite of those human, be not afraid. Dude, this is the scariest situation of my life. But Aqua's like, human, be not afraid. Dude, you are adorable, I love you.
It was like, no. When he takes over the fucking cat and he has the fucking human face, you are the most horrific thing I've ever seen. Please get away from me. Then he shows what the fuck he actually looks like. Oh my god, you're gorgeous.
To be fair, that was also my reaction, because god damn, he looks creepy when he has the cat body.
I mean, to me, he looks just as creepy on both sides.
Yeah, there's no. But I mean, the only time he actually looked normal was when they were in the underworld, and he had to take on that human form.
I did like his design there.
Yeah, I did. Like the really big dude. I was cool with that.
That's another thing. The angels don't do much. The two we meet.
Oh hell no! The only thing they're there for is basically just somehow comic relief and to mildly guide the rest of the kids. Because let's be fair. When it came to Goody, he may as well have just not even have been present.
Yeah, because he's only shows up when they fuck up, and like other than that, you forget about him.
No, simple, great job would have been there.
Hell, you could replace his role for a good chunk with just like a text on Guri's phone, and it would serve the same purpose.
Hey, new number, who this?
It's like no, dead ass. If like that one singular moment there with Aqua is kind of like, to me, the most memorable aspect of his appearance in the show, just because which doesn't really speak much for the character.
He's a side character, so that's relevant. That's expected. But what about our main characters, guys? What about Seiji, Guri, Akane, and Yuzu, and that weird ass love?
Okay, hear me out.
You mean generic Big Brother character?
Hang on. Hear me out about Seiji. He's the first harem protagonist I really feel bad for.
Dude, I felt so bad for Seiji. He gets shit on the entire anime.
Like,
yep.
I can understand the whole other anime protagonist or harem protagonist, just bitching about nothing. But this guy genuinely has a reason.
It's like, yeah.
It was like, no, he's forced into this really fucked up situation. Now all of a sudden the girl that he's into likes him. He's constantly getting annoyed left, right, and center by fucking everyone that randomly shows up. And then there's this crazy pink-haired bitch that keeps stabbing him. Well, there's also the crazy red-headed bitch that keeps stabbing him too, but apparently he's into that.
I mean, I think that's just like he eventually just got used to it.
It was like, dog, look, I'm the only one who gives a shit about this anymore. Just stop fighting it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Seiji's normal, boring. Yeah, Goody said he's kind of boring. Yeah, he's not, but like he does have a reason to bitch, but it doesn't go into like, oh, woe is me. Just like I'm tired. Goody, please. I just want to go home.
Cold. I'm tired. Just want to go
It's like
home.
it's like it feels somewhat like it feels somewhat like what's that one other anime? What other anime that we was going that we everybody was on about for quite a while just some time ago?
Can you describe it?
You know the one with the one with the really irritating fat with the fucking fat ass titties.
Wait, the one with the really irritating who?
To
You
quote
know the one.
Blight, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Give hair color. I can probably tell you.
The silver haired girl with the flesh colored fang, big titties, got on the dude's nerves like all the time.
Oh, Uzaki-chan.
Yeah, there we go. Pretty much, I feel like quite a bit of that was that situation. Only just there wasn't anything endearing about the character. It just ramped up in irritation the entire way through.
Yeah. I guess so. Congratulations, guys! You just got our spoilers for how we feel about Uzaki-chan.
Oh
We
no,
haven't
that
even
doesn't.
watched
Like,
it.
no, that doesn't at all.
Shit.
Here's the thing. That does not at all explain how the fuck I feel about Uzaki-chan. But
Yeah.
I feel like that's a conversation for a much later time.
Yeah, but no, yeah. This is a situation where the guy is stuck in a very annoying situation and dangerous one, considering his harem members.
Yep, and also considering the fact that if he does not fulfill the love triangle that's written in this fucking notebook, everyone's gonna bite it.
Well, they don't do their job, which that's a plot point that just kind of that gets dropped like after the first episode with the teacher and the student's relationship.
Oh hell yeah, fam! Like they're suddenly supposed to be, and then they do the job one time and boop, gone.
You know, I felt like a lot of the story was rushed, and quite a bit of it was left out from what was originally supposed to be shown. Does this have a sort of origins, like novel or light novel
It's
or
a manga
manga?
series.
Is it finished by any chance?
It's on volume 14, I believe. Let me
Okay,
be
so
sure. Excuse me. Yeah, it's currently in volume 14 volumes. The last volume was released in January 10th, 2019. I'm pretty sure it's done then.
because they brought up Guri's mom and they only showed her for like 2 clips and never brought up again. And this is in the second to last episode.
It's the very
Yeah.
last episode.
The very last episode. It was like, turns out Satan had a thing. Turns out Satan had a thing for Guri's mom.
Yeah, well, she's gone.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
might as well lay pipe in her daughter.
And I'm like, dog, they never brought that particular detail up, like at all, anywhere in the show.
I mean, they did
It
bring
was
it.
like,
They did bring
no. Like, no, here's the thing, right? They had they was at one point where fucking, oh yeah, and apparently, spoiler alert, her dad is God for whatever reason. Who
Really?
also had, like, okay, you know what? First off, no, I feel like we need to talk about that character. Can we get that one out the way?
Ukami.
Goody's dad.
Yes,
Tommy.
Kami.
Yeah.
Because that needs to be talked about. Honest to God, if I'm gonna keep it $150 with you, he's kind of like my favorite character in the entire show. Well,
Yeah,
honestly, him and Satan are like my two favorite characters in the entire show.
I don't know how I feel about saying he. For whatever reason, he gave me Roswell vibes. I don't know what it is.
Like, nah, fam. If we gonna talk about it, that dude was Severus Snape like a motherfucker.
Actually,
Roswell, yeah, he also has a hairstyle of Roswell, so that's probably what's triggering it for you.
The English voice actor kind of, or I may be wrong. I dare say he sounded like.
Sounded like
Oh yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, how did you guys watch the show? Sub dubbed.
Dubbed.
dub.
Okay, fantastic. I'm not the only one that did that because I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't watch most of it. I was just listening to most of it while I was getting other shit done.
I didn't have the brain cell to spare to watch it in subbed.
But it's like that. But it's like that's the thing though. What the fuck did I miss?
What the fuck did I miss?
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of how I felt. Like I watched it dub, and it's like I watched it because like even though I wanted to do something else, I was just watching it. It's like I feel like I missed something. Did I skip over some stuff? No, this is just what's going on. Okay.
is like I said, fam. I already said it earlier. Fucking, I need a goddamn neck brace from the goddamn fucking whiplash that was coming out of that.
If it's not slowing shit and doing nothing, like the fucking Ghost second half of an episode, it's just brushing through any interesting plot points.
It really does. Like, I had to go back a couple of times. I'm like, wait, what did they say? Hang on. They can't just drop this and not continue not to talk about it. Hold on. Let me reverse.
And immediately, that's the first fucking thing they do.
No. And it's funny because I had to go back like a good 5 times. I'm like, hold on. I keep missing this. Why do I keep missing this?
It's like, oh, yeah, just because it wasn't there to begin with.
Yeah, and even worse, I feel, is its sense of timing is really fucking bad.
Give an example.
So, like, when Shikemi first shows up and she's cutting in, and they're about to get into that whole... No, when when Shikemi tries to convince Guri to add her to the harem the first time around, Guri has this really a good moment of growth where she's like, I don't sense any love from you. I'm not doing that. Okay, we're gonna get to an interesting... And she's about to attack! It's like, oh, we're getting to a fight scene. And then, oh, hey, auntie, looks like I gotta go, bye!
Oh my god, now I remember, yes.
Like,
that was
terrible. It does that the whole show. Like, again, with the ghost thing, where... let me get her name, fucking... Akane and Guri talk about, like, how Guri doesn't understand love. Like, oh, we're gonna get into an interesting and actually deep discussion. What is love in that context? No, we're cutting back to Yuzu and Seiji with ghost spheres. Ah, funny, right?
Yep.
What is love?
Like, and then the next fucking episode, I'm really digging what they're doing with Guri in this one. It's like, she's upset, she's mad about the situation, so she goes on a date with some other dude, and she just realizes, like, yeah, I'm just not into this guy like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, you know what? I like where they're going with this, and then immediately play that shit into her just being irritating again. It's just like, dude, let that moment marinate for a little bit, and let her have a conversation with another character about it. We don't. It's like, look, there's a certain point where you got to learn, like, where comedic timing needs to be learned. And this is one of those cases where comedic timing is just fucking right out the window at all times.
Yeah, like...
It's like, again, like Legs, I know you hate, as much as you hate that fucking anime, fucking, I've never not gotten a solid from the belly laugh out of Two Love Ru. Just because of how funny some of that shit could actually get.
You know, I think
yes, but funny.
that was the reason I haven't watched it yet. Like, it's terrible. Okay, I won't watch it.
It's harem stuff. And Matt says it's funny, so if you want some comedy, I say go watch it.
You know what? I think I fucking will.
I'm just getting, because I don't care for harem antics.
Like, yeah, like, let's be fair. When it comes to harem anime, I specifically watch it because I find it funny. But if we're gonna talk about it, the logistics of a harem is just fucking terrible.
See, I remember when I first started watching. What was it, like around 16, 15? Oh shit, harems are the best. Eventually, it's.
And then eventually,
now I see who the targeted demographic is.
Yeah.
It's like, and now you sitting there thinking about it, it's like, dude, you're gonna have to straight up deal with quite literally a relationship with like 5 to 6 different girls. No.
Who may not like each other. Best example is honestly here with Guri when she disappears for like half the episode. And she gets depressed because she's watching everyone.
Yep. And then Akane is just like, she's gone, great! Everybody else like, bro, this is a fucked up situation. You gonna go out and find her or what? And Sage's like, oh no. And then, because here's the other issue, especially with Guri. You don't give me a character that I can take seriously, like, at all.
Exactly.
It's like, how long in the second to last episode was it that fucking what the fuck was the dude's name?
Seiji?
Again? Yeah, Seiji just straight up thought that, oh, it's just another prank.
Yeah, it's a week long where she's gone. Like, no one has seen her at all.
And it's like I can't tell if that means he's an asshole or she's an idiot.
Why not both?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
She goes, okay, you know what? And see, I feel like we got sidetracked because we were introductions there, and then just fucking tan like a motherfucker.
Oh, we gave them like the synopsis, but
Yeah, but you got to remember, there's at least 1 to 2 other major players in there.
right.
If
We've
the
been
other
ignoring them because they're the primary harem mates, the half sisters, Akane Hiyama, the redheaded bitch with the kukris, and her incestuous sister Yuzu
Incestuous
Chicho
super
Gakami.
racist.
Oh yeah. Well, no, because you got to add their insane ass cousin into the mix.
Yeah, and then there's their cousin who comes up with like what the second half of the show, more or less.
Yep, like
Shikimi
shit, right there.
Shiramine.
Yeah,
So, easy way to summarize these 3 characters. Family's fucked up.
exactly. It was like okay, so essentially the fucking the relationship between Akane and what was the little lolly chick's name?
Yuzu.
Yeah, Yuzu.
Yeah.
Easy explanation between them two is that their moms bang the same dude, so they're half sisters. And I'm like, what is Shiramine Akane's
Cousin.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
she's their cousin.
no. Yeah, and it turns out she's just like the literally most ignorant character in the whole fucking show because, well, for her, negative attention is just attention. She likes to fucking cause breakups just to cause breakups.
Kind of wish they would have gone the full amount with that. Like, oh, she's a manipulative bitch and got fucking socked in the jaw at one point. You know?
Yep.
Because she just gets away with everything she does.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, you know, like how she tried to deal with the devil and still got away with it.
Yes, no consequences.
Like nobody had shit to say about that, and then it just all came to, and they just want somebody to give her attention. That's it. Shut the fuck up, Old Spice.
Oh, it also has to give her attention.
I get it.
It's like, damn, dude. If you just want somebody to give a fuck about you, just. That's one thing about animators. Nobody go to therapy.
Oh, that's why Yuzu became one of my favorite characters. Like at the end, when she's like, "Can none of you people just fucking be honest for once?" It's like, goddamn,
like,
Yuzu, you described anime's issue in a nutshell. God bless.
And I'm just like, bro, and then it just immediately made me personify around. Like, damn, the therapist needs a therapist.
Fuck, we're back at step 1, but even worse. Oh
fuck. But it's just like, no, man. The way they played these characters was formulaic as fuck. It was just, all right, have each one of them fit a certain archetype, and then just run with it. Problem is, you got 2 of them filling the same goddamn archetype.
And what I hate about that too is because there are instances where you like have some interesting growth with these characters, like Goody trying to understand what is love. Jokes aside, it's a very nice character growth for her. It doesn't really...
especially considering that that's her fucking job.
Yeah. An angel, a cupid that doesn't know how to love, learning love. That's actually really nice concept to go off of. Do they really do anything in any substantial way? No, they save that shit to like the very end of the show.
Yeah. They say that to the very end of the fucking show, and then it still really doesn't go anywhere until the very last minute. And it's like, unless they're planning to continue this series, that had to be one of the weakest anime endings I have seen in a little while.
Yeah, because it's like it ends on a sort of cliffhanger.
Look, it does. I mean, it's bad, but it's not Infinite Straddle's bad.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not. You're really not.
Like, look, man, I'll watch this 10 times over. Watching.
I mean, there were some laughs. I did get some laughs on like dude, I only got like laughs at like the first and last episode. That says a lot about the show.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, man. AG being a damn tree in the play was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they joke about being the tree in the play, but fuck it, they just put Sage in it for real. God.
Oh God, fucking bless.
And that's like the play stuff. Like if it had spent more, it needed to pick a focus. Like, did you want to actually have stories with these characters, with like their issues, like with Kane and Yuzu's family, or Guri learning love? Do that for 12 episodes. I could watch a nice anime discussing that with interesting characters.
Yeah.
Or does it want like goofy, fun adventure times? Pick one.
I'm gonna keep I'm keeping 100% with fucking like. Look, I know you hate. I know. And as much as I keep bringing up To Love Ru, I legitimately feel like you had a better time watching that than this.
I'll agree with you there, honestly, because it knows what it is. It's harem trash, which focuses on funny and erotic moments. Fine, it doesn't give me a pretense of like interesting discussions with these characters. These characters fit. To Love Ru fits an archetype, so you can perv and have fun with them. That's fine. It knows what it is. Love Tyrant
Is all over the fucking place. It's like ADHD the harem.
It's having an identity crisis.
It really is.
Yeah.
It honest to God is. And that's the thing. And again, of course, we've already said it. That's the thing that hurts the show the most. Because it needs to pick a fucking lane and stay in that bitch.
See, at the same time, I feel like maybe we shouldn't be saying it or should be giving it too much discredit because it's a harem anime. If you're gonna be looking for the meaning of life, you're in the wrong place.
It's like, dog, I've seen some decent harem animes. This just ain't one of them.
And that's a cop out of an answer. Oh, it's a harem anime. Like, no, even if like you pick a weird genre, you can have something interesting. Or like again, if it just wants to be comedy, like To Love Ru, fine, be that comedy, be that erotic comedy. But it doesn't even do comedy well. And then it has moments where it's like actually interesting. Actually, these characters feel like people.
And then immediately goes back into stupid comedy.
Exactly. Like
It's like
pick your fucking lane.
Like it feels like somebody was trying to play this as safe as they possibly could, and because they did it, it just came off as being boring as all hell.
Jeez, you couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, it's
like you like because it's like the thing is you already have characters interested in other premises because it's just like okay, so you got this whole thing with Cupids, and that whole thing is to examine two people's relationship and bring them together if it's meant to be, and just not fuck with them if it's not, right?
Right.
The fact that that's apparently an entire agency. You could have did something with that because there was the one other chick that happened to stay their asses after the kiss note got burnt to shit. It's like, okay, so she's not the only one. There's an entire agency for this sort of shit.
You idiot. Yeah, but there's a cell phone around the area for just such an occasion.
It's just like, that's completely fine. And then they do this whole thing with Kane's relationship with again, so fucking boring the main character that I can't fucking remember the name. Seiji. Again, yeah. They do that whole thing where they introduce how those two's relationship started. I'm like, okay, there's plenty to build off of right there. And then they do that whole thing, with Yuzu. Honestly, it's
one of my favorite character arcs. It's her realizing that she's falling in love with this dude.
It's like,
it's good. It's really good.
You know,
it's like,
I'm surprised they're saying that considering she's a tsundere.
It's like, see, that's the thing though. She goes from being a tsundere to this low key. I think I might want some pipe.
It's like I hate tsunderes because here's the reason I hate tsunderes. Real quick tangent. I hate them because they know what they want, and they're still a bitch about it.
Exactly, they refuse to admit it out loud. Finally, it gets to a point where she just starts breaking. Finally, she just gets to breaking. It just takes that one little thought. It's like, hey, maybe it's not your sister you're really going after, but maybe it's him. Like, oh, okay, so shit. Maybe I do have like, oh fuck, maybe I do have feelings for this dude. Maybe not. Maybe I should try not being an asshole to him.
Yeah. Like,
and
it's
then
a small character arc, but it's great. It's an actual conflict with the character.
Exactly. It like that's the most like her and Guri had the most character growth out of everybody in the series. Like, and because that's the thing when it comes to Shiramine, it's just like right out of nowhere, right at the end. Maybe I don't want to be a bitch that fucks up other people's relationships. I just want somebody to give me attention. Like, y'all couldn't have did something with that a little earlier.
Like, build up, like, it's like build up this relationship with Guri or something. Give us an episode more of something with her other than the crazy bitch that she is.
I mean, maybe they did that so that way they have a sort of reason to have a season 2. Give everybody or have people to look forward to something. But I just don't see there being a season 2.
I don't know.
It's like
it's too safe. It's too fast and too slow. It's
like, and then again, like I said, we already said it. The tone shifts are just all over the fucking place. And then don't even get me started on how inconsistent the art style is. Like there are certain points where like you go like, okay, they apparently decide to go with Sakuga for a split second, and then go back to regular animation, and then go to Sakuga again, and yet the second instance of the Sakuga just looks completely different from the first.
Hang on a second. Can you tell me what the Sakuga means?
It's essentially just a moment in anime where the production value just ramps all the way the fuck up. You tend to see that quite a bit in like shonen battle anime.
Okay.
It's like okay, look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I see this anime the same way I look at Anthem. A lot of wasted potential.
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, nobody's gonna touch that shit again.
Nah.
To be honest, no. And it'll probably get buried somewhere deep in my memory. I'll be like, oh, hey, wait a minute, I know that one. Oh, wait a minute, I know that one.
Oh no.
And because see, that's the other thing. It's funny because we're trying to talk about it as much as we can, but there's just honestly not that much to talk about.
Not much to talk about in a positive sense, sadly. Because
I could rip we could rip on this shit.
Which we are. Which I don't want to because I do like Yuzu's arc. I love it. Guri's arc. I love it. But there's not enough.
Can we talk about Guri becoming?
Oh yeah, we can talk about Guri becoming hot. Which becomes a devil.
I ain't gonna lie, that cocktail, like that dress fan that was hitting it.
Exactly.
That's why Guri's best girl, kids.
I don't want to thinking about that shit out loud, but that dress hit. Oh, fuck, dude. And and see again, like Tony mentioned this shit earlier. I'm like, could we have not spent some time talking about her mother, considering she was a demon?
It's like what, maybe 1 or 2 clips that they glossed over, and it's like, okay, like, oh, you're gonna be a great demon. All right, bye.
She's like, marrying God, and like breakneck. It's right after she's marrying God. Right after she's getting a divorce. We're just gonna skim through. What the fuck? The Usain Bolt can't run this fast.
I'm just like, and then because see the other thing that was like, oh, he cheated on her. Wait, what? It's like, no, we ain't just about to skip past that. Like, you ain't say what you just said. It's like, stop giving me interest in shit and then immediately abandon it. Shut up, Old Spice.
So about cheating.
Wait, hang on. There's something there's something else that they introduced, but they never fully went into detail with, and they really glossed over Yuzu's damn shield, bubble shield.
Right, the family power is like, oh, this family can use shields, and the other family are just trained killers. Wait a minute.
Hang on a
Hold
second.
on.
She
What,
just
like, wait.
has this power, and it's not even a shield. It fucking tears shit up. Like she destroyed a part of the roof and nearly fell to her death. Like that's
See,
not a shield.
like, and then when I think Yuri had said something where I'm like, oh wait, are they sisters? Does that mean she's also an angel too? But it's like, I probably heard that wrong. I think she meant Akane and Yuzu.
Yeah, I
Like
can
at first,
No,
at first I thought
no.
her and Guri meant like they were both sisters. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, they're not sisters. That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, that was just a mishearing.
What? Wait, you mean Akane? Wait, you mean Akane and you?
He misheard
No.
that Akane and Guri were sisters.
No,
Yeah, no.
not Akane, Yuzu and Guri.
Oh,
Because it would make sense. Because that seems like an ability that an angel would have.
you know what? That actually would make more sense. They also have similar attitudes towards a lot of things too. Like you could make the argument that they're half sisters more than you can with Yuzu and Akane.
Serious. And maybe with Yuzu and Akane, I could see it because they're complete opposites. Well, maybe not so.
They're both obsessed with the man, with whatever person they fall in love with.
There we go.
Yeah. It's just one of them having, like, one of them bang a blood sister and the other one wants to bang some random dude whose house she just burst into.
Speaking of bursting into, that one episode that nothing really went with that.
Well, with the house? Where they all went to go
all just
over?
bust in and slept over. It's like, I'm staying over the night. How did you know I was alone?
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
that was
I would
weird.
imagine if they don't always
Yeah,
have to come up.
that was weird. And I think, but you know what? See, that was that episode where that thing you were talking, that thing you were talking about with him and his sister, that came into play pretty much the most.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm home. Why are there 4 naked women in our house? Why?
And then
Before you hit me.
and then it's in that moment where you just realize how this dude's life is. Like, I have no ability to explain this without it sounding worse. And then they go, and then immediately right after that real moment where they go through that whole thing of, we were close siblings, but we started drifting apart, and then they immediately go into that whole idea. Yeah, you want to bang your bro, don't you? And I'm just like, fucking moment ruined.
Oh, okay. I see it's one of those. I'm not gonna like it.
It's like, look, you know what? They can talk about that shit as much as they want. That shit just better not touch no Yosuga, no Sora shit. Otherwise, I got a fucking problem.
Is there much more to say other than what potential this show had, and it's just wasted?
I legitimately can't think of anything else to talk about. And the worst part is that I took notes, and we ended up killing those in just like the first 10 fucking minutes.
Well, what's to say? I mean, the animation. Well, I can't really make any comments about animation. I have no experience
Comedy.
with it.
It doesn't really.
plus-
It's nothing super great because it doesn't have to be.
And honestly, I'm not gonna diss it for that because I know what the animators has to go through. Total shit. So, I mean, all right for animation, cool.
Oh, we can talk about the opening and ending because I could not stand them for the life of me.
Oh man, the minute the ending came out, I'm like, oh, gotta change it quickly.
Wait, nigga, there was an opening and ending.
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna be legit with you. If there were, I never watched them.
I skipped them all. I did not like the music. And
Oh, I see somebody has a Crunchyroll premium membership. Nah, I'm messing around.
Like hell, I'm gonna pay for something that's free. I'm just wrapping this shit up while I'm still sober enough to not fall out of my damn chair.
Yeah, that's Love Tyrant. It's a show that I felt had a good bit of potential with some actually great moments. But it's just too little, too late, and too far in between for a show that is surprisingly slow as shit, but also breakneck pace.
Like honest to God, there's a severe problem when your summary is more interesting than the anime itself.
That's what got us
Oh,
interested.
yeah, that's
though.
what really got us into it. Yeah, the summary itself.
We were interested in the summaries, like, oh, this sounds interesting. It's probably gonna be funny. And
And
then
then
it's
we
just
watched it and just fucking.
But see, the thing was, I wasn't going into this full high hope. The hairman. What do you expect?
I expect to be entertained, Anthony.
Exactly, because you remember the last one we fucking watched was fucking titty fighter the anime.
Sakurai's great. Like,
And that one actually fucking hit. And then the next one we did was this. So yeah, you can make a harem anime and it still be decent. This is just one of those cases where I can't tell if I'm pissed off, I'm disappointed. Did I find some of this shit funny? So I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I'm gonna just move right on into the rating. This shit's a 5 out of 10. Like it's a really mediocre middle of the road anime to me. And keep in mind that 5 out of 10 is me being generous.
yeah, because I was gonna say it's either a 3 or a 4 to me.
For me, only because it's not Infinite Straddles, I give it a 6.
You fucking cop out.
I was like that.
It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, so it's automatically better.
Like, no, legitimately. I mean, it's like, alright, cool. I mean, a lot of things were rushed, whatever, and I guess they played it safe. But, actually, now that I think about it, the only amount of Ichi I've ever seen in anime was in the intro itself. That's about it.
Nigga, did we watch the same shit?
I feel like you did.
There was
remember-
one moment
you
I
remember-
remember of Ecchi. Only one in the show was Gura being naked in the towel. It's like,
I mean, which
Damn.
is pretty funny
Okay,
because you made the joke
I mean-
of, oh yeah, it's good that there's all these shining lights, blocking
oh
everything.
right, there was the second one.
Oh yeah. No, I will admit that was rather funny, but I'm like, no, you don't like. Do you remember any part of when that pink haired chick just showed up on screen and everything turned into? Wow, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Oh, where
I
she
mean,
literally
but that's only
straddles
one.
him like
It's just
she's
Eve.
borderline riding him.
And she does that how many times?
True enough, quite a few times.
Yeah.
I guess I never really considered it much, considering it was her character.
I'm with you there. I didn't care enough about Shikami to be turned on.
Like when she had dark hair, the fake hair, it's like, okay, now I'm seeing something.
Okay, you see now I'm interested, and it's gone.
Put back the wig.
Put your wig back on.
I only like you when you look like someone else. Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, you just gave me a weird idea where she could have done that with like a Guri type of wig. And Seiji's like, oh shit, I'm actually into this. Oh no.
Wow, okay, that would have.
See, that's an interesting plot point, but I've already done more work than the actual... Oh, I'm not gonna say that, 'cause... No.
No, you shut your mouth before.
It's like, no, don't give him that much fucking credit.
But that's the show in a nutshell, and there's potential in here for something interesting and doesn't do anything with it.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm disappointed.
Not nothing.
So, we thank you all for watching. We'll see you all next time with either a podcast and show, a playthrough, another anime hour. Who knows? Over here at Those Guys Who Stare at Screens, the possibilities are endless.
And before it's 2 years.
Damn it, you jinxed us.